here are my top tips on how to travel cheap. Now, flights and hotels are the most expensive parts of traveling, so for flights I recommend using all of the lists and search engine tools and sale finders that you can. Sites like Momondo, Skyscanner, and Google Flights will help you find the cheapest routes and itineraries that you can to the destination you want to go, and email lists like one that I'll link in the description give you cheap flights to anywhere, which I love to read. I tend to travel to places where my friends are, either by myself and crash with them, or to go with a group of friends and rent an Airbnb. It's just so much more fun to see the city through the eyes of somebody who knows it really well, and it doesn't hurt to save that money as well. But if you don't have someone living where you want to go, hostels are a great option. The website TripAdvisor has really detailed reviews of all things from restaurants to attractions to tours to hotels, and it's a great resource to know, okay, is this hostel okay, is it sketchy, what is, you know, the lounge and bar scene like, it's gonna be really loud at night, are the people more party focused or more tour focused. But hostels are great when you're traveling alone, especially. There's knowledgeable staff, a lot of them have good Wi-Fi, and the sort of lounge pub area is a great place to meet people, even just to hang out with for a few hours or for the day. So once you get your cheap flight and once you sort out your accommodations, you gotta figure out what are you gonna eat and what are you gonna do when you get there. Figuring out public transit is really important to be able to get around the city, but if you're a little bit skittish about it, I recommend taking one of those open top bus, the red city bus tours, if available to you. I think it's a great way to just get a sense of the layout and topography of the city. You can do a hop-on, hop-off tour where you just see all the major attractions in order on a route, and it's a really great way to kind of map in your head, okay, these are the areas I want to go back to, these are how far away they are from each other, and if you're smart about buying a 24-hour pass, and you start it, for example, at noon on Monday, it'll be good till noon on Tuesday. So you can get in a long afternoon of sightseeing on Monday and a morning of sightseeing on Tuesday. And in general, I'm a fan of getting off the beaten track, of seeing new neighborhoods, of letting your feet and your nose, you know, and your whims be your guide. But again, if you need sort of extra help, if you're tired after a long day of traveling, this hop-on, hop-off can be a good call. Also, boat tours. If you're going to Amsterdam, Copenhagen, any city with cool waterways, Paris as well. Haven't done a Thames boat tour, but I want to. I love these. So for food, you should choose your own adventure. If you like fine dining and you want to budget for fine dining, go for it. I tend to like to graze throughout the day, so I'll buy one thing here and there from bakeries and other specialty stores and really not sit down and eat at all. I want to be outside and I want to be kind of exploring the city. And I love just lingering in a cafe, reading a book, writing some notes as I sort of go throughout my day in a new city. If you're traveling for the longer term, it's also nice to just get a few groceries and leave them in your hotel or in your hostel kitchen, tied up and labeled so no one else eats them. It just feels sort of homey and like a good routine to make your own meals at least a few times a week. So even if that's bread and fruit and cheese and you make yourself a little plate and go sit in the hostel lounge and read a book, it is that sort of touch of domesticity that makes the new place feel like home. I also think Foursquare is the best restaurant review app out there. Yelp is very petty in my experience, but Foursquare, it has a great tagging mechanism. The map is really easy to use and it helps you sort of find the place with the vibe that you're looking for, which is a hard thing to search. And as I mentioned before, budgeting is going to help you. It is so much fun to save for a trip. It's fun to put a few dozen or a few $100s every month into a travel savings account with the picture of the place that you're going. You can daydream about going there. I love to have a nice time and try new things when I'm traveling, so sometimes that means a concert or seeing a play or paying to get into a great museum. And budget traveling means what it's going to mean to you. Maybe you want to stay at an awesome hotel and take a business class flight and use credit card points or bonus sign-up offers to, you know, have the trip of your dreams. That's fine. Life is short, you should have fun, but you can budget for that fun and have exactly the kind of fun that you can afford if you budget in advance. Budget for fun, that should be my memoir title. Please leave your tips and stories and questions on budgeting for travel in the comments, and I'll come at you with some tips on packing light tomorrow.